Every December, millions of Americans compete to create the most outrageous holiday displays. From synchronized dubstep light shows to armies of inflatable Santas, and even covering your tree in tiny little pickles. But did you know that this delightful piece of illuminated legwear walked so that our crazy Christmas decorations could run? Today we're answering how one major award from a beloved holiday film kicked off America's love affair with delightfully kitschy Christmas decor, and became such an iconic object. Before it was lighting up living rooms across America, and even before it became the star of A Christmas Story, our leggy friend here got its start with something much simpler: a soda ad. And real quick, to all the English teachers out there, yes, I do realize that A Christmas Story is based on a book of short stories by Jean Shepherd. Back in the 1940s, a company called Chero Cola was turning heads with their new product, Knee-High Cola, which featured some pretty shapely legs that stopped at the knee. Our friend Jean, probably working away on his crossword puzzle, saw the ad and thought, hey, that is something that should definitely be a lamp. I relate to Jean. I see things all the time and think that should be a lamp. It's in one of those short stories where Shepherd dreamed up the lamp that was won in a newspaper contest sponsored by, get this, a soda company with a leg logo. Talk about life imitating art, imitating soda? Enter production designer Ruben Fried. One quick sketch later and the leg lamp was born. Even though none of the original movie props survived filming, that did not stop people from wanting their own. It's become as much a part of Christmas as ugly sweaters and fruitcake, except the difference is people actually want the leg lamp. But the real question we're left with is, how did we get from, okay, this thing's funny, to no, this thing belongs in every single holiday display window across America? Well, pour yourself some Ovaltine, because that's where this story gets interesting.
Ovaltine?
Look, the 1940s took Christmas very seriously. Department store windows were practically a religious experience. It was all crystal and gold, tasteful wreaths, and angels that didn't quite wear fishnets. Macy's and Bloomingdale's were not just selling decorations, no, they were selling the American dream of a perfect Christmas. White lights only, please and thank you. Color coordination was next to godliness, and your decorations absolutely did not make any suggestive jokes. Then along comes this lamp, shattering way more than just good taste. It's funny because the lamp breaks in the movie. It wasn't just playful, it was proudly playful. It was the embodiment of every dad who's ever said, well, just listen to the old man himself.
When you look at that, isn't that glorious?
But here's where this story gets interesting, because I would say the leg lamp actually isn't about bad taste. It's about that eternal battle between the masculine and feminine sensibilities in every household. Dad sees it as this trophy, a testament to his manliness. Mom sees it, well, I think we all know how Mom sees it.
That is the ugliest lamp I have ever seen in my entire life!
It is also about that American dream, or at least a certain version of it. It's that pride in winning something, anything, even if it's completely impractical. The need to display it in the front window is not just about showing off, it's about status. It's about proving to the entire neighborhood that you are a winner. By the time the 80s rolled around, something remarkable was happening in American homes. Those pristine department store windows, they started getting competition from people's front yards. Colored lighting started to creep in. Inflatable Santas started popping up, and suddenly having the most outrageous holiday display on the block was a badge of honor. The leg lamp didn't just change how we decorated, it changed how we thought about decorating. It gave us permission to mix the sacred with the silly, to put a giant light up reindeer next to your tasteful nativity scene and say, yeah, that looks right. And those department stores that once defined good taste, well, they started selling leg lamp replicas. And that is what I call a Christmas miracle. The lamp in the window became more than just a decoration. It became a part of the story, a part of a family tradition. The kind of thing that makes you say, it's not quite Christmas until the leg lamp is in the window. Because the thing about tradition is that sometimes it starts with something totally ridiculous. Because one minute you find yourself putting a look at me lamp in your window as a joke, and the next, your kids are fighting over who gets to inherit it. I think this might just be the next big American dream. The leg lamp has kicked off an entire culture of intentionally outrageous holiday decorating. These days, we've got things like Christmas-themed bars where people actually wait in line to drink eggnog under a ceiling made entirely from ornaments. I've actually been there and can confirm it is a very good time. Houses sinking their Christmas lights to Metallica's Enter Sandman, which last I checked was not a Christmas song. And even 12-foot skeletons wearing a Santa hat. And it's not just about the decorations. The leg lamp sparked something much bigger. An entire movement dedicated to embracing the wonderfully weird side of Christmas. Ugly sweater parties started popping up in the early 2000s, and now they're a multi-million-dollar industry. White elephant gift exchanges turned casual weekend holiday shopping into a competition to see who could find the most ridiculous present. Social media has turned holiday decorating into what can only be described as an extreme sport. Your mom's Facebook group is sharing time-lapse videos of what they're calling their Christmas explosion home tours. TikTok is teaching people how to take ordinary objects and turn them into holiday statements. And Instagram, well, let's just say there is an entire generation of influencers making a living by hot gluing ornaments to literally everything. But here's what's really amazing. None of this is actually ironic anymore. We're not doing it to be funny or rebellious. We're doing this because that's just what Christmas looks like now. Somewhere between that very first leg lamp and your neighbor's now inflatable Baby Yoda in a Santa hat, maximalist Christmas just became Christmas. The leg lamp kicked open the door for people to express their unique personalities and their sense of humor through their holiday decor. 40 years after A Christmas Story first hit theaters, leg lamps are still flying off the shelves faster than you can say
Fragile.
And it's not just because they're funny, it's because it represents something bigger. That lamp was not just the first ever tacky Christmas decoration, it was permission to create your own traditions. To take something silly and make it sacred, to turn a joke into an heirloom. Because here's the thing about Christmas decorations, the best ones aren't the ones that are the most expensive or the most tasteful, they're the ones that tell your family's story. Maybe that's a carefully curated winter wonderland. Or maybe it's an inflatable dinosaur wearing a Santa hat. Or maybe it's that slightly scandalous lamp that your kids are going to fight over inheriting someday. And if you're ready to start your own very questionable holiday tradition, well, Wayfair's got you covered. They've got everything from classical to controversial, including, yes, your very own leg lamp. Because whether your style is tasteful or unconventional or somewhere gloriously in the middle, there really only is one rule that matters. The very best decorations out there are the ones that get to become part of your story. And that, as Ralphie's dad would say, is
It's indescribably beautiful.
happy holidays, and I'll see you next time. Bye!